So I finished Lost and Lassoed yesterday. I started this maybe like the day before I went on holiday, but I'd only read like 40 or so pages, and then I read it on the plane, pretty much all of it on the plane actually, and then finished it when we got here yesterday. So read it literally in a day pretty much. Very quick, very easy to read, great vibes, cowboy romance, which I love. And I find that every book in the series has been so easy to digest and easy to read and easy to get into. Not my favourite like couple or romance of all time. I feel like the tropes in this book are tropes that I love, but I wasn't necessarily like blown away, and it felt like they went from having this long rivalry to all of a sudden it being very lusty, and I'm never normally like a huge fan of that. So like, yeah, not my favourite romance ever, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. First book of the holiday done already, box one off. I'm pretty sure in one of my last vlogs I was showing you the books that I've brought with me, but obviously I brought that. I've brought Same Time Next Summer, I've brought To Kill a Kingdom. They're the physical books I've brought, and then I've brought my Kindle too. So we have lots of other options on there, but I am gonna get ready, head down to the pool and go and read for a little bit. So I apologise if you're getting deja vu from me being in the same place, talking about different things. But the second book that I'm going to go on to is Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan. I love her books. Every book that I've read from her has slapped. I just want like an easy, summery sort of read. So we're going to go on to this one. It's only short, so I'm hoping that I will probably be able to finish this one pretty soon. So I'm about 12 chapters in, I think, on Same Time Next Summer. I'm about 60 pages in. Yeah, literally, page 63, chapter 12. So we're following, wait, what is her name? Sam and Wyatt. They were neighbours at like this summer beach house, and they were like childhood lovers, which I love. And then something has happened, and obviously they have like stopped talking. She is engaged. She's gone back to like this town to look at wedding venues with her fiance, and Wyatt is there, but she's not seen him for like 12 years, 10 years. I'm really enjoying it so far. I feel like her writing style is just always so easy to read, and I always just love the way that she writes like a romance, but there's more going on. The only thing I'm not going to be a huge fan of in this book is that she is engaged. I just don't love that, but I'm a sucker for a childhood friends lovers, so, and like a second chance romance. So we will see, I guess. I'm up to chapter 37. I'm really enjoying it so far. We're getting like flashbacks of when they first met and like what happened. We've just kind of got the whole thing that made them lose contact. Like, we've just got that. Don't know where it's gonna go, or like I kind of do. I'm gonna guess that she's gonna leave her fiance and get back with him. But, like, I'm 147 pages in, so I'm probably like halfway, and like they haven't really interacted much like in the present, so I don't quite know where it's gonna go, but I'm really enjoying it. I just love her writing style so much, and I always feel very much like in the story, if that makes sense. So I'm excited to get a bit further into it. We have come for a little beach day, so I'm just going to try and get as much reading as I can done, because I feel like it's been hard when there's so many people like around and everything, like too many people to talk to, so I haven't really been reading as much as I normally would if it was just me and Will. But we're just chilling at the beach today, so I'm hoping that I will get like a big chunk of this book read. Wish me luck. Just a quick little reading update. I know that I said yesterday that I probably finish it on the beach, or like I was gonna try and get as much in as I could. I have about 50 pages left. I think it finishes on like 300 pages, 285, and I'm on 246. So we have 40 pages left. I will finish this today. Like, I am just chilling around the pool, so I'm gonna finish this today. I have not read on this holiday as much as I thought I was going to, but it's fine. But like, because there's so many of us here, obviously everybody's been talking, we've been going out, my little niece is here, so we've been playing with her, and I just have not read as much as I normally would if it was just me and Will. But whatever, 2 books is still okay. So I am like, yeah, I literally have 40 pages left. I really don't know where this is gonna go, because I thought it was gonna be like she ends up getting back with a childhood sweetheart, like she ends up getting back with him. But like where I'm up to now, nothing has necessarily like progressed, so to speak, with them. They've like got back in touch and they're like agreed to be friends, and they're like speaking to each other a little bit more regularly and things, but things are going ahead with like the wedding planning, so I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen. But yeah, I literally have 40 pages left, so I will probably go and finish this now when I go downstairs and have like my breakfast and stuff. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna read after, because I brought 2 more physical books. I might read the Abby Jimenez one, just because I feel like her writing is normally really easy to get into, and I might see if I can finish that today as well. But that's my little reading update. Let's go and finish this book. So I have finished Same Time Next Summer. I actually really enjoyed it. I liked how it sort of like focused on her and her life and her like figuring out what she wanted to do and being happy with the choices that she made. I feel like her books were always romance. They're all messing around in the pool, by the way, if you can hear all that. I feel like her books were always like romance, but that's almost like a side plot. That's like not always the main point. It's always about like the character development and the personal things that they're going through, which I really enjoy. I did really like it. I'm a sucker for like a second chance, childhood friends kind of trope. I love that. And I love like a beach setting, so I did really enjoy this one. I just love her writing style, and I feel like it was such an easy read. Not sure what I would rate it. It's definitely, I think I preferred her other books that I've read, which Summer Romance is still my top, and then Nora Goes Off Script I enjoyed. That one felt to me a bit more romancy maybe, and this one I still really enjoyed it, but it's not my favourite of hers. So we finished that one, and then I have just gone on to The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I am on chapter 9, so I'm 67 pages in. I just find her books so easy to read as well. So in this one we are following Josh and Kristen. So Kristen has a boyfriend, Josh has just moved to the place that she lives, and he is friends with her best friend's fiance, and they are both like in the wedding party, but they meet, they have like this run-in, and then when they're in a group they meet and realise that they have already met each other. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I just like, find her book so easy to read. Like I literally have just sat and read like 70 pages, so I'm going to read a little bit more of this. Like I said, Kristen does already have a boyfriend, and they are kind of like working alongside each other, spending a lot of time together. They're both attracted to each other, so I'm hoping there's gonna be no cheating, because I do not like that. But I don't think her and her boyfriend are gonna stay together, obviously. But yeah, I'm enjoying like their dynamic and sort of reading a little bit more about them and stuff. So we will see where this goes. I think I'm just gonna sit here and read for a little bit, just because I am so warm, and then I'm probably gonna go back and read by the pool. I think I updated just earlier on the Friend Zone, but I have read a little bit further. I'm up to chapter 20, so I'm on page 168. There's, let me see how many pages there are actually. There's actually 360, so there's more than I thought. I have like 200 pages left. But the boyfriend is gone. We've gotten rid of the boyfriend and they've entered their like casual friends with benefits arrangement, so we're getting like that. But there's like this huge thing that is the reason that Kristen doesn't want it to go any further and like wants it. Sorry, I'm squinting so much because the sun's my eyes. But that's this whole big thing is the reason that she wants to make it a friends with benefits thing, because there's this fundamental thing that they have different opinions on, or like different ideas of, I guess, that makes her think that the relationship wouldn't work out, so she doesn't even want to risk it. So that's why we've entered this friends with benefits situation. But yeah, I'm on chapter 20. I'm enjoying it. It's just, I normally don't read books, I would say, with like the friends with benefits trope, because it's not my fave. I like yearning, I like emotional connection over like lusty, and even though it doesn't feel that lusty, like it does a little bit I suppose, but like obviously it's primarily at the minute sexual-ish, even though they've kind of both said that they have feelings for each other, which they've only known each other however long. But whatever Abby Jimenez likes, I always like it. So I've read a fair bit today. Tomorrow is our last day, so I hopefully will read a little bit like by the pool tomorrow morning, because they're leaving about dinner time, and then like at the airport and on the plane and stuff. So hopefully we'll finish our third book. Hello everybody, so obviously I am back at home, but I thought that I would just give a quick little roundup. So when I was on the plane, I did finish The Friend Zone. She is looking a little bit bad because she got wet in the pool and stuff. I don't really know what I would rate it. It's definitely not my favourite Abby Jimenez book, but I still enjoyed it. It just felt like, I don't know, obviously the boyfriend was there as like this thing that stopped them from getting together at the beginning, but I don't really like that because it always just feels a little bit pointless. And then obviously we had sort of like issues around fertility and things like that, which actually really resonated with me. That is something that not that, but like the whole heavy periods and having issues with that is something that I myself struggle with and could relate to, so I felt like the connection in that way. But then in the midst of all of that, it felt like then we had this huge other big plot thing that like I really didn't expect and completely threw me off. And then it was like, oh, that's happened, we kind of brushed over it, they got together and that was it. I'm maybe guessing though that Sloane, who is her friend that this whole big thing happens to, she is gonna get a book of her own in this like mini interconnected series. I'm guessing that that's where it's maybe gonna go, and that's why we got so much of that. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I do just really enjoy her writing style, and I feel like everything that she writes I end up enjoying in some way, shape or form. But it definitely wasn't my favourite. I didn't feel as connected to this couple, to the characters, to the storyline, I guess, aside from the whole issue around fertility and struggling with periods and things like that. So I don't know what I would rate it, maybe like a 3.5. I did still enjoy it, but it just wasn't my fave. And then because I finished that one on the plane, I then started The Rebel Witch, which is the second book in, I don't know what the series is called, but it's the follow-on book to The Crimson Moth. So I started this and I got up to chapter 31, so I'm 41% of the way through this, so I got like nearly halfway through another book. Really enjoying this so far actually. So in total we finished 3 books. We read 3 of the physical books that I took. One of them we didn't even start, but hopefully I will read that this month anyway. Just a quick little recap. We read Lost and Lassoed, which I'll probably give about a 3.25 if I'm being picky. I did enjoy it. Actually no, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna give this one a 3.5. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my fave, and it was very light-hearted, easy to get into. Cowboy romance, which I love, I just don't, it's not going to be like memorable. It's not up there with my favourite book ever. Then I read Same Time Next Summer, which again, have read others by this author, loved them way more, but still thoroughly enjoyed this. I'll probably give this one a 3.75. My ratings are all going to be very annoying and they're all kind of similar-ish, but I did enjoy this one. Probably my favourite out of the 3 physical books that I've completed. Then we have The Friend Zone. I'll probably give this the same, probably like a 3.5. Enjoyed it, but just not a fave, and prefer her other books. But that rounds up my what I read on vacation vlog. I really enjoyed doing this. I actually didn't think I was going to finish these. I thought I was being overly optimistic just because of the amount of people that were going on holiday and the things that we had planned and everything, but I'm glad that I did read what I did and that I ticked a few books off my physical TBR, because that is always a bonus because we have all of these here. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.